Real Madrid played Atletico Madrid in the round of 16 of the UEFA Champions League, and boy, it was an interesting fixture. Simply because when Madrid traveled to Atletico, when Madrid played at home, they managed to beat Atletico by 1-0. So it meant that Real Madrid had the advantage and they were going into the game with a 1-0 victory. However, Madrid this season have not been really great. On the contrary, Atletico has been an excellent side both in the Spanish Laliga and also in the Champions League. And even in that first leg, Madrid were not great. Atletico were the better side, but unfortunately, Madrid ended up winning. They ended the game with a performance that Vinicius Junior and Mbappe had a very quiet day, but ended up winning the game. When we were going to the second leg, it was a 50-50 game, because everybody was like, it's Real Madrid. Like, once it's Real Madrid in the Champions League and they are leading, they stand a better chance of winning the game. But things went different. Like, we got a lot of hope, or Atletico fans got a lot of hope. When Gallagher scored an early goal under 30 seconds, he scored. The fastest goal, one of the fastest goals that has been scored this season, like in the Champions League. That goal gave them, belief. And in my opinion, I think after the goal, Atletico left their feet off the paddle. After getting an early goal, it was obvious that if they pushed further, they could score more goals. Like you could see that Atletico had more spaces. They were able to press Real Madrid higher up the pitch, and they were able to play through the spaces, play through the channel, take advantage of the half spaces, and they were creating more chances. Because it was obvious that Madrid were not playing in their optimum level. They struggled to give passes to Vinicius. Most of the passes to Vinicius, to Mbappe were cut off. Simply, Atletico looked like a side that could score more goals if they wanted to. But your man, Simeone, no matter how exciting his side has been this season, he has a way of trying to defend, and that cost him. They couldn't score. First half ended. Second half, Real Madrid tried to, come into the game. The head coach Ancelotti made some few changes and brought fresh leg into the game. And I think the fresh legs really helped. He took off Rodrigo, introduced Diaz, introduced Camavinga. He brought players that could run, players that could match the running abilities of the Atletico side, which really helped, in my opinion. And that's Mbappe had a very good moment, took on 2-3 players, was fouled, and there was a penalty. See, I don't know who and what influenced Mbappe to allow Vinicius Junior to take that penalty. And I think Ancelotti needs to query Mbappe and Vinicius Junior. Whoever allowed Vinicius Junior to take that penalty needs to be queried, because Mbappe has been the best penalty taker for Real Madrid this season. Why on earth do you then allow Sinema? Sinema came and Agolu, those times when we used to play Guarta, Agolu. The guy played Agolu over the bar. And for me, once Madrid missed that penalty, I thought the goals have forgotten Real Madrid. Like, the goals that allowed them to do the magic, the goals have forgotten them, because you can't get a penalty and miss it. But boy, we went to the penalty shootout, proper penalty shootout, and Real Madrid happened. Like, I don't know. Like, no matter how bad Real Madrid are in a Champions League game, like there's something that will let them win. But like you see, I don't know, and if you know, let me know in the comment section. Is there a team in the world of football that has command in a specific tournament? Like, you see, even Brazil, they don't even have that command in the World Cup like that. Brazil loses games in the World Cup, in as much as Brazil is like, the most decorated country. Like, I'm yet to, you have to let me know. Because even Manchester City, with whatever Pep Guardiola has been able to do with their side in the English Premier League, now they are struggling. So, is there a team in the world of football that has command in a certain tournament or in a certain competition like the way Real Madrid does? Someone needs to let me know, because like it doesn't make sense. Penalty shootout started. Madrid, Mbappe took the first kick, he scored. Alexander took the second kick, he scored. Jude Bellingham came, he scored. And then Julian Alvarez. So let me explain this. The rules in football says that the rules in football governing penalty shootouts says that a player is supposed to kick the ball once. When you kick the ball once and it fails to enter the net, you are not allowed to kick it again. So it means that you can't kick the ball twice as a player. What happened with Julian Alvarez was that when he slipped, the right leg hit the ball onto the left. So he double kicked the ball. That means that that penalty is disallowed. I blame the referee for failing to explain it very well, like do the gesture or VAR, listen, cancel it for people to understand. And I think Thierry Henry was saying something on CBS that he feels with rugby, certain decisions, they explain for everybody to hear. I think it happens in the World Cup. I think the Women's World Cup, it was. The referees explain the decision to the people in the crowd. Like the microphone is connected to the speakers in the stadium now. You speak. So this time around, he was supposed to explain for everybody to understand what's going on. That was it. There was a bit of confusion, but boy, the rules are the rules. That penalty was missed. That penalty was basically disallowed. We went on. Lucas Vazquez came to miss his, and then Marcus Llorente also missed, and Rudiger. That guy has always been scoring the winning penalty for Real Madrid. He stepped up. All Black had a hand at it, but there was too much power in it, and Madrid are through to the next stage. I call them the 666 team, like Sasabon, some team. Like those boys are just winning games that they don't need to win in the Champions League. But that's what we say, football heritage. So now the round of the quarterfinals of the Champions League is set now, and let me give you the teams. So now Arsenal versus Real Madrid, PSG versus Aston Villa, Bayern Munich versus Inter, Barcelona versus Borussia Dortmund. It's going to be an interesting fixtures. We'll come back and give you the details. But now the Champions League, we are in the knockout stage, or someone will say yes, basically the knockout stage, or someone will say the quarterfinals of the Champions League now, and that is where we call the boys have been separated from the men. Let me know what you think. Who is going all the way to win? We have some big teams in there. Is it going to be PSG for the first time, or Real Madrid are going to win, or Arteta will manage to win the Champions League to save his face? My name is Lali Franco. To meet again. Bye bye for now.